All right, so tell me who you are and a little about yourself, and then we'll go elsewhere.
Okay, my name is Devan. I own Hot Glass Academy here in Americus, Georgia, and we are a mobile glass blowing studio that offers hand-blown glass and performances all over the nation.
That's great. And so, on a daily basis, do you get to teach more? Do you blow more glass? What's your goal here?
We do both. I mean, we really try to make exquisite hand-blown glass that, I've been working in glass for about 15 years. And we also offer experiences in glass blowing, everything from your once in a lifetime, just get your hands on that 2,000 degree glass, pull it, shape it, just get an experience to, novice, intermediate, and even advanced level classes.
Well, that's awesome. So what brought you to Americus?
Georgia Southwestern brought me to Americus as one of the only glass blowing studios in a university system in Georgia.
Well, that's great. And how long have you been here in Americus?
I've been in Americus for 9 years.
And what year did you open up the Hot Glass Academy?
So we've been in this location at 701 McGarrett Street since 2017.
Okay, that's great. So what can Americus do to support you?
What Americus can do to support us is come to our shop, hang out, COVID safe, hang out, watch us blow glass, just become ingrained in the process. We're all about accessibility. Having us along with mobile glass blowing studios in town, we are a big glass community for this size town, and we just are happy to share. So come out, hang out, enjoy, and if you see something you like, we're happy to sell our hand blown glass and teach classes. So.
Well, that's great. And so tell the folks what we're going to be doing today.
So today, Mr. Whaley has asked me to make a hand-blown glass whale tail as a symbol for his business. So it's going to be hand-blown glass art, truly original, one-of-a-kind pieces. So we have a solid steel rod called a putty in our glass blowing furnace from Mobile Glass Blowing Studios here in Americus, Georgia. We're going to gather some glass on this putty rod by just dipping it into the furnace. There's a ceramic bowl called a crucible that holds about 50 pounds of molten glass. So I just turned in the honey pot, so to speak. We have a little bit of molten glass on the end. So I'm going to let that cool off just a little bit and then gather over top of this and encase it again to make it larger. So every piece that we make is done in layers typically, starting with a small layer and then growing in size. So a really big bowl is typically 3, 4, or 5 layers of clear glass, crystal glass encased. So when people say they do a 5-gather bowl, it means they're really, really strong. It's kind of like a bragging rights if you could do a 5-gather bowl. So I'm going to go in and get another glob of glass. Same thing, you're just going to kind of wait a little bit. See, I'll shape it up. So I'm walking to our bench. We do a lot of our shaping here using our wet newspaper to push the glass around and cool it. We're shaping and cooling at the same time. People often ask me if I get burned, and the truth is, if I do, I typically get burned in the kitchen, not in the glass studio. I know that's hot, so right now that's about probably 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. We're just waiting a little bit to gather some more glass on. Everything's choreographed. There's quite a dance to this whole thing. again, just encasing the whole mass. So now we have a very, very hot molten blob of glass. We have 3 gathers. We'll come over here, get a whole bunch of color on it. So just tapping into the crushed colored brick over here, and it pigments the glass. So we'll spend probably the next 4 or 5 heats to put the veneer of color on. So reheating in between. So I'll add new layers of color. The glass is cooling off the second that it comes out of the furnace. So we're constantly having to reheat it to apply the color and then also to shape it. I'm going to add, I have a white base, and I've just added some aqua frit size 1. So it's you have different sizes. You have powder 000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 being the largest. Just add some 1 aqua. I'm going to add some 00 cobalt. So really dark, kind of sapphire blue. Get some coverage. And I have a couple of pieces of larger blue frit, size 2 and 3, and some opal colors. I have a deep blue, which is kind of like the lapis. We have a sky blue, which is kind of like a duke color. Put that on the top. And then a marine blue. So you can see that the mass is getting pretty misshapen. That's just pushing the glass around. We're just getting the whole color. We're getting the canvas ready to be able to be shaped with newspaper and other hand tools. Use a steel top. Shaping the newspaper. So now we kind of have our canvas that we're going to work with. I'm going to let it cool and then add another layer of glass over top of this.
When you say cool, how cool does it actually get down to? You know?
Because it's a solid mass, the outside we're probably looking for about 1,000 degrees, but the inside's still pretty hot.
Gotcha.
Cool being relative, so 2,000 degrees in there. 1,000 degrees, it hits a strain point, and then there's a potential for it to break if it cools too fast below that.
Gotcha.
So everything that we make actually gets cooled down in an oven. It kind of sounds like an oxymoron, but the oven stays at 1,000 degrees. We put everything in that, and then once we're done working for the day, it takes about 12 to 24 hours for it to go from 1,000 degrees down to room temperature.
Wow.
So I like to say if I'm making anything, it takes at least 3 days to create an object, because it takes a day for us to melt the glass, a day for us to make it, and then a day to cool. And then there's a potential of it having to be cut, ground, polished as well. So we're gonna go in for some more glass. Adding a new layer. So I'm going to reheat it to get everything to a homogeneous temperature and start to shape it. Just creating what's called the jack line. What that does is making constriction, they can later break the glass away from the steel. So I kind of mapped out the mass and where I want to pull it to be the whale tail. And I'm heating the area that I want to cut with the oxypropane torch that's about 4,000 to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Can you turn from this up a little bit?
Yep.
You gonna cut it right now? You know, it's just over a little bit cold. I'm not getting anything out the door.
It's as much gas as it's got.
I'm turning it right down. So a lot of these moves that we do in glass blowing are very rehearsed. You know, it's kind of a one-shot deal sometimes. There's not really going back and trying again. There's starting all over. And you can kind of fix a little bit sometimes, but you, George?
Yeah.
At the big diamond shears. Thank you.